It's coming down the Mississippi, so they want to dump it through the Bonacary Spillway twice in 1 year, which is a record. It never happened before. Thing is, it kills oysters and porpoises who need that brackish level of water to happily survive.
You should narrate the March of the Porpoises.
The March of the Porpoises?
I mean, like Morgan Freeman right here. Right?
The March of the Porpoises.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Somebody pay me, please. I'll be glad to narrate your thing. Whatever your thing might happen to
narrated
be.
your mom's thing plenty of times. So what's on your mind, Acadiana? That's what our graphic reads tonight. It's Higher Thought. It's the May 9th edition. I'm Nayday.
I'm
that's
Mo.
Mo over there. We've got 53 minutes and 50 seconds left of our show, so plenty of time for you to call in 366-8950, press 1.
Exactly.
And we'd love to hear from you. We've got all kind of fun stuff to talk about tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, we tend to, here at Higher Thought, we tend to look at both sides of the spectrum.
All the spectrum.
All
All the shades of gray.
You know, our thoughts are bilateral.
Bicameral?
They can go both ways.
We're ambithostrious.
Ambithostrious. Ambithostrious. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a new show
That's,
name, right?
yeah, ambithostrious.
We're thinking of new show names because, hey, why not?
You're right.
We were thinking of New World Disorder.
Yeah, I think that's good, but
It's
there's,
good, but they
there's
got
like
like
a
a-
band.
It's like an extreme biking thing, where they like bike on mountains and stuff.
I mean, biking on mountains is cool and all that,
Yeah,
but that's not
but-
us.
That's not cool that they had the idea before us.
Yeah,
You
well.
know, I like to have the idea first.
Yeah.
Which I've had a couple of like golden $1 million ideas that I just never patented or developed.
And then somebody else did, and
Later on they were
yeah,
developed.
Yeah.
Like it was like in the 1990s that I was coming up with some cool stuff that they're doing in the 2000s, 2010s. You know, like the burger dog, for instance.
The burger dog.
The burger dog.
The
my
fudge is a
concept.
burger dog.
The burger dog. It's basically a hamburger shaped like a hot dog and a hot dog bun.
Oh
Because we all can
no!
agree that a hot dog is easier to eat than a burger. You know, fits in your mouth better, right?
Okay,
But a burger is tastier, so why not do the burger dog?
Okay, because a hot dog doesn't come dressed with lettuce, tomato, onions.
But a burger dog can.
But will it fit in your mouth as easily?
Surely you can shape your beef the size of a hot dog wiener. You can interpret that however you like.
however
I
you
mean, I'm
want.
talking about burger dogs here.
Burger dog.
So that was one of my first $1 million inventions that already got taken.
Who else is who is selling burger dogs? Since I've
Well,
never
right
heard.
across the street over at the Dat Dog, they have burger dogs.
Oh, dat dog.
Yeah, they've got burger dogs there.
Damn, dat dog.
Even like the hot dogs in the gas station, like some of the places do burger dogs.
Never seen it.
Yeah, and like some of them are like cheese filled and stuff.
Oh.
So, anyways,
I live a sheltered life.
you know, you got to go with the invention ideas when you got them. Another one that I had was the air conditioned lawnmower. Came up with it, you know, designed it.
Okay, we're talking
did
about
not patent.
a riding mower that has air conditioning.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
It's like kind of like got a cover,
Right, a little
thing,
cab,
a little
kinda,
cab
yeah.
basically, but it's just like a regular ride lawnmower.
Okay.
Already been done.
By who?
One of the
One of
lawnmower
those big
companies.
lawnmower companies. Yeah.
You know,
I've
and-
just never seen an air conditioned thing unless it was freaking huge.
well, the lawnmower is expensive,
Right. Okay. Well, duh.
but needless to say, I thought of it about 10 years before they did. Sucks for me.
And did you capitalize on it? That's the question.
Well, I was like a 13-year-old kid. So of course not.
so no.
I was mowing lawns.
Ye-
I
oh.
solved the problem.
Right.
You know, my creative mind came up with a
You
solution.
came up with a solution, not
but I
a
did
darn
not have the
thing.
resources at the time or the knowledge to be able to make it happen. You know, and as far as the burger dogs, I just made those for my tastiness. You know, we were going to create the, Bob's Burger Dogs featuring the Create-A-Tater.
Were you doing that at home?
Yeah, well, basically it was like any kind of potato you would want at
Right.
this hypothetical restaurant that we invented.
Right.
Basically, you can have your waffle fries, seasoned Cajun fries, regular fries, baked potato, mashed potato. It's a Create-A-Tater with toppings.
So we can have bacon bits, we can have sour
gravy,
cream,
white
we can-
gravy, brown
Gravy,
gravy.
okay.
Whatever.
Why would you
want to.
put brown gravy on a baked potato?
Well, mashed potatoes.
Oh, on mashed potatoes.
It's a Create-A-Tater.
No. Okay.
It's a potato bar with your burger dog.
Okay. Gotcha.
Bob's Burger Dogs featuring the Create-A-Tater.
Create-A-Tater. Can we have like sweet potato Create-A-Tater stuff?
Sweet potato.
Create-A-Tater.
Well, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Sweet potato Create-A-Tater.
I'd be good with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only limit to the tater bar.
It's your imagination.
No doubt.
And which vegetables
At our
are-
hypothetical restaurant,
Right.
Bob's Burger Dogs featuring the Create-A-Tater.
Yeah. I think we've got something going here.
I think we really do.
Okay, so what we need is, what do they call it? Angel investor to come in and fund.
Give us a call,
Right,
investors.
337-366-8950, press number
They're
1.
just going to steal our idea, and there's going to be another restaurant
No,
that opens
yeah.
here in Lafayette, and they're going to struggle to get customers because there's too many other good restaurants. Because that's what happens here in Lafayette.
It could.
Why is that mic?
Dude, it's just so crazy.
It's like all up in our
You
grill.
so crazy.
Why you do that? So, did you know it was Teacher Appreciation Week?
I did know that. I felt appreciated.
Well, and on Tuesday, you actually could go to Cane's and get a free box combo.
Damn, I missed that
You
one.
missed it?
I missed that one. Nobody clued me in. But then again, do I talk to anybody?
Well, it was
Well,
random. I actually
nobody but
asked
you.
a custodian randomly, "Hey, what y'all having for dinner tonight?" And just, I don't know why. I might have been hungry maybe at the time. And they said, "Oh, well, we got free Canes." I was like, "Oh, free Canes."
Okay.
So they let me know. And so, yeah, free Canes it was. They have free CC's buffet, which actually I didn't even know we had a CC's in Lafayette.
Dude, I thought it was in Broussard.
That is Sicily's.
Oh, see, tells you what I know. I don't eat out much.
Garbage.
No, I just don't eat out
Well, you're
much.
from the Berry. They've got the Gaddy's buffet over there.
I don't eat Gaddies.
If you need like a pizza buffet in your life,
I do not
you
eat a
can
pizza
always go
buffet.
to the Gaddy's buffet or even the Pizza Hut lunch buffet.
I order a large double pepperoni pizza. On a really hungry night, I'll eat 4 slices, and then I can have pizza as leftover when I get home from work the next 2 days.
No doubt. That's what pizza's for, is for leftovers.
You
I
know,
don't mind.
when the kid's not there, why spend money on making stuff or buying stuff?
Exactly. I mean, I'm all for the meals that make other meals.
Yes, absolutely.
And some stuff is better left over than others.
I
Like
tell you
pizza
what,
is good left over.
yeah.
But like French fries,
No.
you can't eat French fries
Actually,
left over.
I put them on a pizza stone,
Well, yeah, you can cook them in the oven,
and you
they're
stick
not
them
as
in the
bad.
oven,
It's not
and
bad.
you re-season them.
Yeah, you gotta reseason.
But because
all that salt and stuff goes on it,
the
it's been
grease that's
absorbed.
inside them bubbles out, and they reinflate. Maybe is the thing that they do.
Reinflate.
You know, because when you look at them, when you take them out of the fridge, they're all shriveled up and tiny and sucked in on the sides. Toss them in the oven on the pizza stone. You let them bake
I was
for
in
a
the
bit.
swimming pool.
I was right. Shrinkage, shrinkage.
Yes, indeed. So I do have a couple of good education stories here. How about this one? Students who owe money in Rhode Island district will now get cold sandwiches.
Right. They get sunshine and jelly sandwiches.
There you go. So apparently they're like 40,000 in the hole for these student debts to pay for their lunches.
Well, they should just go suck on the federal tit and
Get
provide
the
free lunch
right?
for everybody.
But
I mean, if you're
they
gonna
said
make
they
the
can't
kids-
absorb these costs anymore.
If you're going to make the kids come to school, then you have to feed them.
That's almost just like a prison.
pre-prison.
It's pre-prison.
Pre-prison.
That's what public schools become, pre-prison.
Not for everyone,
They train
but
them to
for
be a
a
good
number.
prisoner. Take your orders.
Yeah, well.
Dress in your,
The
coveralls.
right, the BD kids are going to be in the hole real soon.
Let's see. Another education story here. Ponchatoula, Louisiana. After some firings, I don't know if you saw this story. Basically, some coaches had broke up a fight.
Oh, jeez.
And they put the kid on the ground,
Right.
separating them.
Right.
Needless to say, the Ponchatoula junior high teachers walked out,
Because
saying they will not intervene in any more student fights because it's too dangerous, because you're going to get fired or lawsuit, or basically you're going to have to deal with crap just to break up these fights, which technically is not in your job description. What is your thoughts? Are teachers responsible to break up these fights? Which, speaking of which, the guy, the security guard at the school in Florida that got shot up,
right.
a judge found him not guilty, and basically it's not their job to basically go in and take a bullet for anybody, or try to break up a shooting.
Right. Real life is not a shoot 'em up movie.
It is not a shoot 'em up movie. So are teachers required to go break up fights? Is it like a
Required? You're required to try to separate the combatants.
Well, and
I mean,
sometimes that takes basically detaining the combatants.
Yeah, right. And that requires training. And most school systems
Are not
offer
trained.
training. Most, not all, most school systems offer training to de-escalate and, if necessary, restrain students in a minimally aggressive way.
Well,
Minimally
right.
aggressive way.
Well, we have a buddy of ours that it's like fear the spear.
Yeah.
Like they'll take out a kid right
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Let's see.
Now, if we were in Florida, things would be different.
You were right about that.
Because if we were in Florida, Florida now has a law that allows teachers to be armed. That's right. Not much different than getting your concealed carry permit.
Well, it's just the gun-free zones are where they have most of the mass
Yeah,
shootings.
yeah.
So
They're-
that way you have people that can actually defend themselves and defend the other
Wait,
people.
You're allowed to defend yourself?
I'd say that should be a thing.
That a thing. Wow, that's
Yeah.
a thing.
That is a thing that I remember seeing auditioning on the improv comedy.
Ah,
And she was actually very good.
yeah. Funnier than you, I bet.
Well, I have my moments.
I mean, looks aren't everything.
I don't
but-
know. I did make up a character, Ivan von Nukenstein.
Ivan von
Nukenstein.
Munkenstein?
Nukenstein.
Nukenstein.
And I invented the atomic lollipop.
You want to blow people's heads off?
Well, pretty much. The trade secret was that it was just simply cherry and cyanide made into a lollipop.
Okay. That's
So,
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Ivan von Nukenstein. Last education story here. How about California? They always tend to
California.
set the
Uber
trends here.
Alice, Uber
Their high
Alice,
school newspaper in a
California.
school in California runs a profile on a student porn star.
What?
They have a high
Say
school
that.
student,
High school student.
and they ran a student profile in the newspaper on a porn star.
Okay.
who's got like a Pornhub profile on her, and
And it's a student in the school.
a student in the school.
So the student must be at least 18 to be
She
participating
is 18.
in these activities.
Right, and they pretty much like did like a job profile,
Okay.
and
I bet people lost their freaking minds.
some people lost their mind, and the teacher, basically the teacher advisor to the newspaper,
Right.
actually fought the district on censorship. And they were saying that they were trying to censor them, and that
Good
the,
for
the
them.
article didn't glamorize the pornography, and it
Right.
was school appropriate and whatever. It was just a job.
Wow. Wow. I'd like to read that high school article.
Yeah, I'd like to see that article as well. Which, speaking of which, let's see, where can I find that one?
Write bigger next time.
Well, there's like a good segue to a different topic that it was about.
It was about.
Oh, here we
big.
go. Robots are watching porn.
What? Wait, no. Okay. How better to learn about the human condition than to watch pretend intercourse? I mean, even though the intercourse is real, but
Well, here's where I'm going with this.
go with it. Tell me.
So, amateur stars should be concerned.
Amateur stars.
Meaning, like, if you're just like recording some stuff on your cell phone and your ex-boyfriend tends to post it, like it ends up on the Pornhub somehow.
Right.
They are using software that has facial recognition technology that detects the different stars, to where they can name the different stars based on the facial recognition.
Okay.
And that is going to be directly, and they labeled them as stars.
No, I got
throughout
it.
the entire article. But these robots, are basically watching the porn, identifying the different porn stars. So amateur porn stars, before you post, the robots are watching you.
Put on a mask. Put on the Richard Nixon mask.
Yep, that was my robot masturbation dance. Yeah.
It sounds like your robot needed a little lubing.
So, they need a little WD-40 on that
right,
ass.
right.
On that ass.
Back that ass up.
Lube up the robot. That's just getting crazy. It's getting
Right.
crazy.
Well, kind of like Lando Calrissian in that last Star Wars movie.
so
I mean-
speaking of facial recognition,
Oh God. Oh, well. Okay. Which kind of facial are we going to talk about?
well, apparently, according to this celebrity facialist, which I didn't even know that was a job,
Right.
that spreading semen on your face will reduce wrinkles. Spreading semen on your face will reduce wrinkles. Is that why you have such clear skin, Mo? I told you I write some punchlines every now and again. Right?
Yeah. I got nothing.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know
I
that.
did not know that either. Okay. Well, you know what? I bet you could spread hot monkey poop on something and
Yeah, I mean, like all those dumpster babies that you're just flushing down the toilet, I mean, like you could be rubbing them all over your face and,
Right.
Oxidizing.
anti-aging compounds.
So, I mean, like using your own body's resources is the wave of the future, because apparently there is now bricks made from human waste.
Oh, jeez.
That
Yeah.
could be the future.
Yeah, you told me about that. That's nuts.
So, ultimately now, your pile of shit house can help the environment.
It's a brick.
House.
Mighty.
It really freaking stinks. But apparently these bricks don't stink. Like they take all the poo stink out, and then like
Take
it's
all
like,
the poo
it's like they get
stink
the
out.
clay going,
Right.
and
So they're basically composting the poop.
right, and that which will mean that they don't have to go dig and drill to make the bricks.
Right.
less carbon emissions and yada yada.
Yada. Oh, yeah. It's the yada yada that gets you every time.
Every single
Every
freaking time. How about a rare megabat found in the Filipino forest, nearly a 6-foot wingspan? It looked like a little person. It was like a Batman.
That's crazy.
6-foot wingspan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it looked like freaking Batman.
I mean, does it stand up and go?
It was upside down, kind of like hanging out and like doing with his arms in.
Right.
In the picture. So
what? Somebody nabbed him and pulled his wings out?
well, yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. So,
I don't know. That's a rude way to wake somebody up.
no doubt. No
I mean,
doubt.
just hanging out, minding your own business. The next thing you know, somebody snatches you, stretches your arms way out.
It's wild, folks.
It doesn't even come with a happy ending.
Well, I've got some local news. If you're looking for a happy ending, how about this? I didn't even realize that there is an outdoor playground, water playground in Franklinton, Louisiana, and it looks fun as heck.
That's heck.
It's got
Franklinton?
like slides and blobs. It's like on a basically like a spring river, like river or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And it's got like the blobs that you can bounce off of, like trampoline, slide, like all kind of the inflatable type stuff, and looks really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the one at Lake Foss Point,
Yeah.
and it was entertaining for small kids.
I'm just looking for some summer fun here
Right.
pretty soon. So
We are getting
that might be a
close.
place that I might check out. I didn't know if you know about Acadiana. Which if you want to call in, by the way, let us know.
337-366.
We'd love to hear from you.
50 and then press 1.
We know that you probably don't watch the show religiously unless
No,
you're like one of
but,
our friends,
yeah.
maybe. You might be just getting home from work.
Work?
Washing the dishes.
Oh, dishes.
Dropping your post-work deuce. Getting the kids to take a bath, or
getting the kids to take a bath.
catching up on your Game of Thrones. I don't know. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, last episode, accidentally, and in one of the scenes, they left a Starbucks cup in one of the scenes.
Yeah.
And Twitter went crazy.
I'm sure they lost their ever-twitting mind.
That they did. And HBO actually tweeted a response, and it was basically a joke that they said they messed up the order. It was supposed to be a T.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah. And when it goes into re-release, it'll be digitally manipulated out. What kind of like the rest of the world we live in. Things they don't want you to see, they did like Stalin used to do,
Sure.
and people disappeared
like all of
from
our
his
movies
photos.
even nowadays. But speaking of release, did you hear? You never know where I'm going to go with that.
With a release, no.
Well, actually, one of my favorite bands, Tool, confirms a release date for their new album on August 30th this year.
Right.
Their last album was in 2006, and the album was 10,000 Days, which was a really good album.
Right.
Enema was always a good album. Undertow was super cool. I'm trying to think of some of their other stuff.
I saw
I don't
a
think they have
video when they were talking
All their
about
videos
that.
are
I
good,
saw
too.
a video online of something that's on their new album, and it's
Yeah, they played a couple new songs
right,
at a
and it
concert
was just
recently.
way too jam band for me.
Well, they are the type of band that will have those 10-minute songs.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with 10-minute songs, but when it's
And then again, it has been 13 years since their last album came out. So
Maynard.
they are older,
Maynard's
wiser individuals now.
been
But I'm sure Maynard still can give himself head.
Oh God.
As he did in the Enema album cover,
don't.
in the little hologram picture, because he removed his bottom ribs so he can pleasure himself.
Don't
Like an animal.
want to even think about it.
Well, I mean, like, just think if you could. You never leave home. You never leave home as is.
Right. Right. Because there are people out there. I'm so sick of people.
Did you hear about this celebrity Met Gala event? Like, what? WTH? I don't get it. Like, what is that?
I
don't even know what it is.
It came through my news feed, and I just said,
Yeah, it's like, oh, this person wore this, and this person wore this. Like, what is this Met Gala, and why does anybody care?
Right. Right. Absolutely.
So-
Deleted it from my news feed ASAP.
I didn't read the article. I just saw it and
No.
was just like, okay, why? And people were like, just like, oh my God, I love the Met Gala and like the red carpet. And like, what is the Met Gala and why is it important? Other than celebrity worshiping.
Right. Celebrity worship is important.
So, I don't like big crowds, right? I know you don't either.
Right. Well, you were brave enough to go to festival, right?
I was brave enough to go to festival several days, and well, at least two. But I was also brave enough to go see Avengers on the second weekend. So,
Yeah.
would you like to hear my review of Acadiana? Spoiler free? First off, too long.
Too long.
3 hours. If you're going to have a 3-hour movie with 20-minute previews,
Oh, jeez.
give me a intermission, please.
Yeah.
Go tell your customers to go buy more popcorn,
Yeah.
buy more candy, whatever. Intermission.
Yeah.
I mean, because I almost saw, I think, every person that was in that theater go to the restroom at some point in the movie.
Right.
Which is just, it's pointless.
Too much.
Okay.
3 hours.
And I don't know how this could be spoiler free. Well, the first hour of the movie dragged.
Okay.
They could have shortened the movie.
Okay.
It could have been a 2 hour and 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, and still could have been a decent movie. Yes, the movie had some excellent parts in it.
Right.
Like, yay, awesome Avengers, rocking it out. But a lot of dialogue,
Lot of
a
dialogue.
lot of backstory, and a lot of plot holes.
Oh.
Because we're dealing with quantum physics here, and time travel, and going back and forth, and I think that's part of the storyline. People know that by now. That's not spoiler.
Right. Well,
Tinkle Fairy.
exactly.
So
And then you can continue. You can tell them what you think because you saw the movie, and I don't have to hear it because
he hasn't seen the movie. All right, Acadiana. So it looks like it's just you and me. It's a solo relationship. So let me get a sip of a tasty beverage right quick, and we can get right on into the news here. But ultimately, Avengers, yeah, I would say if you're a big Marvel fan, go see it in the theater. And you've probably already seen it in the theater if you are a Marvel fan. But yeah, I thought it could have been better. I don't know, B+, yeah. How about some news, Acadiana? Let's talk about it. Should I get more in the middle? Does this work a little better? I guess I can kind of do this. Let me talk about a bunch of stuff. I usually have somebody to talk to, but he had to go visit the Tinkle Fairy. So, there's a guy. Louisiana news. We had a bunch of votes in the House of Louisiana. Louisiana House approved the regulatory, there you go, big word, framework for CBD sales. Okay, so this has been really in Acadiana news here recently with Cajun Cannabis and the controversy going on there. Apparently it is all good now for the CBD sales. That are just going to try to regulate it in a more responsible manner because they know that it does have health benefits. Also, in the same regard, concerning medical marijuana in Louisiana, there's a feud between the agricultural commissioner, Mike Strain, and the grower of LSU. And apparently, there has been a vote 6-4 to have Mike Strain removed. because apparently it is at the Louisiana government level dysfunctional. Go figure. That's never happened in Louisiana before. But don't get your hopes up, folks. If you're looking to smoke up your medical marijuana, I believe the legal stuff will only be allowed in oils, pills, liquid, topical applications, and let's see, it is not in the form to be smoked. How about that? Also, the Louisiana banned the death penalty. Well, actually, I'm sorry. The ban the death penalty was rejected. It was rejected. So, we are moving on with marijuana in our state. We are banning, we are rejecting the death penalty ban. Keep our death penalty. We are also backing an abortion ban that it bans with the heartbeat, basically at 5 to 6 weeks in Louisiana, which I moved to the middle. So Louisiana, we were talking votes. We were talking votes with Acadiana.
Right.
That Louisiana improves the framework, regulatory framework for CBD sales. There's a feud between the Agricultural Commissioner Mike Strain and LSU grower, and basically there's been a 6-4 vote to remove Mike Strain to make it easier because it's dysfunctional at the state level. Go figure.
But Mike Strain kind of pretty much knows what he's doing.
Well, as far as he's not going to be in charge of the medical marijuana anymore, because apparently it's been a big rigmarole.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's see. Louisiana Senate banned the abortion with the heartbeat, and that's just gone past the Senate right now. It's got to go to the House, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Let's see. And they banned, or the death penalty ban was rejected. So that's what we're doing here in Louisiana. In Denver, they actually just decriminalized psychedelic mushrooms.
Magic mushrooms.
How about that? So Denver, living it up. Which the FDA is actually strengthening sleeping pill warnings. Apparently, like they're going to come in like a warning box now or something.
Saying,
like this could make you do some crazy shit.
right. Well, yeah. I've known people that have done crazy.
Like with the sleepwalking stuff, and it could be dangerous. Don't operate heavy machinery.
Right. There's a lot of things that are dangerous. Welcome to the world.
Welcome to the world, indeed. Okay, those are. How about turtle?
Turtle? I like turtles.
There's a turtle found by the U.S. Coast Guard off the coast of America with $53 million of cocaine attached to it.
Oh, really? That's a lot of cocaine.
So some of the little memes I saw in the comments had like a picture of like Michelangelo, like just like kind of teething and whatever. It was funny. It was funny. Yeah. Turtles. So hey, but you're drug dealers and they're getting innovative. Like, hey, let's just get the turtle to swim it to shore.
Let's get the turtles to do it.
Smart drug dealers. Let's see. Speaking of abortion laws, well, in California they're a little more loose on it. A woman in California tries to flush her newborn down a toilet.
Jesus Christ.
Originally got charged with attempted murder.
Murder, right.
But the judge just gives her 4 years of probation and parenting classes in the verdict.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes my head hurt.
Yeah, that one's kind of a bummer. Let's see. In New Orleans, or Orleans Parish and Jefferson Parish,
right,
recycling may stop on May 17th. The rising cost nationwide of curbside recycling.
Right, because nobody is buying the raw material to make recycling self-sufficient.
Well, more than half of Americans don't have access to curbside recycling. And that is the bottle makers, which, of course, pollute the earth with their plastic, give us cancer with their plastic. And these come from oil refineries, which, give people that live in their towns cancer.
Right.
So ultimately, and then they dumped all the bottles in the ocean. which our fish eat, and then of course we eat the fish. It just kills the entire environment, pretty much, and the infrastructure of it. Needless to say, like these bottles, it's just you can't get rid of them.
Bottles, straws, bags.
I remember the point I was getting to in the States that they have a deposit law,
Right.
where basically you can get like 10 cents back or whatever,
Right.
like whenever you recycle each bottle. There's more than like an 80% recycling rate. Whereas in the States you get nothing, they don't care. They throw it in the trash.
Right. My last day, well, Jesus, this was back when I went to there was a new music conference in New York, and my last day there, the day before, I lost the last of my money on 3-card money. The next day, I got up and picked up all the empties in the hotel room and cashed them in,
Nice.
so that I had money to eat on that day. And
Smart.
learn not to play 3-card money on the streets of New York City.
Probably not the best
No,
idea.
no, but it was a learning experience.
Sometimes you live and learn.
Right.
You got to do it. So, how about deputies recovered a vehicle from Carrico Bayou? I felt bad for this one. A bug flew in the car. You ever had that happen before?
Oh, yeah.
When the bug flew in the car, like maybe a wasp or a bee? Mm-hmm. Like, that freaks you out a little
Yeah.
bit. You're like, and you forget that you're driving. Well,
Yeah.
one time I was at a red light.
Right.
The bee came in my car. And I was like, "Oh no, bee!" And I forgot to hold my foot on the brake at the red light,
Yeah.
and I let my foot off the brake at the red light,
And you crept through.
and it just kind of rolled through, and boom,
Yeah.
so it wasn't bad enough to be bad, but still, stupid bug.
Okay, so anyway, what about this thing?
A car flew in the bayou
Flew in the bayou
Yeah.
because of a bug.
because of the bug.
Because of the bug.
So I mean, is that God doing that?
No, that's just people freaking out.
Well, people freaking out.
Isn't
maybe
that the
because we
state
have
of
a
the-
new world disorder.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it boils down to. And I don't know. You said the Bible is a fictional story, but I almost think it's just kind of an allegory to an old story, and an older story that's just been translated hundreds of times.
Right. So
Yeah.
allegory means fiction.
Well, but it's been fictionized. It's been anthropomorphized, if that's the correct word. I don't know if it is at this point.
At this point, I don't either. Go ahead.
So I know here in Acadiana we have a big Christian culture, Catholic culture.
Right.
I was gonna teach them a little bit tonight about Satan.
You go. Go ahead.
Should I go there?
Go there.
Well, this was my side piece for the night. That little side piece, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So this was the side piece for the night. We're hitting it at 1839.
1839.
Military time. So apparently, Satan is the king of 4 crown princes or demons.
Okay.
Okay, and they're here on Earth. They've been here for a while.
Okay.
And Satan's role is to reject spiritual wishful thinking.
Spiritual.
Like you were
wishful
saying,
thinking.
it's imaginary.
Right.
And embrace present real world life.
Okay.
So that's Satan's deal.
Okay.
His and they all these demons represent different elements. They have different numbers and colors.
Okay.
So Satan is his element, you would guess
Fire.
fire, and his number is
6.
6, and his color is
Red.
red. You got it. He's an
Yay.
angry fella.
Yeah.
Okay, next we've got Belial.
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 Okay.
Okay. He represents independence. Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Individualism. Like basically like, DTA,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
do my own thing,
Yeah.
selfishness.
Oh, gotcha.
So, anyways, independence, individualism. The world, ask the world, not heavens, for the guidance. So being worldly, basically.
Right.
And having like your feet to the ground, so to speak. So, what would you guess that his element is?
Earth.
Earth. You got it. Okay, and his number, independence.
Number 1.
Yep. And the color,
Brown.
this one was black.
Black.
Actually.
Okay.
Black on that one.
Okay.
Okay, number 2, and a lot of people get this one confused. Lucifer is his own demon. It's not Satan, and the church has actually confirmed this.
Right. Lucifer is the light bringer.
He is the light bringer, like basically the Illuminati. That's the light, right? So, what would you guess the light bringer? What would his color and element be?
His color would be white and his element would be air.
You got it. Number?
Number 2.
Number 9.
Number 9?
Yeah, I was surprised by that
Seriously?
one. I was surprised.
Number 9. That's good.
But Lucifer.
Think about the Beatles. Number 9.
Hmm.
Number 9. Number 9.
Lucifer. And this is what Lucifer apparently is about. And I mean, like, some people might get confused, like,
Right.
oh, well, that might sound good. But it can be a deceiving light. It can be a deceiving light, right?
Can be
So, he represents intellectualism, creativity, science. He's the bringer of light and is meant to illuminate. And basically, they were talking about how, I have this, let's see, the New Testament calls Jesus the bringer of light. Okay. And there is a lot of comparisons, and they basically even almost like refer to Jesus as Lucifer, as like the bringer of light. And so, we might be like faked into worshiping Lucifer, the bringer of knowledge. So interesting. But I think we're almost getting into our next demon, Leviathan. This guy.
Wait. Leviathan?
Why not? Okay. Let's see.
Let's go with that one.
And I can see this one definitely more in our culture nowadays as well. He is the demon that represents desire, twisted subconscious, sexual perversion. Let's see. What would you guess that his element is? Water. Color? Blue. Number? I don't necessarily understand numerology as much, but it was 3. It was 3, yeah. So, let's see. Basically, that one's the one of...
rotated that way, it's waves.
But, if you think about it, though, like, everything is a balance.
Right.
Okay? So intellectualism, coming up with a new invention. Every new invention you could do good things and you could do bad things with. Like nuclear energy, like cell phone technology.
Right.
You can do good things with it and you could do some dastardly deeds. But it changes evolution. It's basically evolution.
Right.
And it's presented to us. So, ultimately, they represent the elements. Satan and Lucifer are not the same two demons. The New Testament called Jesus the bringer of light. So that was my side piece for the night.
Man.
Interesting stuff.
Makes my brain tickle.
How about 3 simple rules to escape poverty?
Oh, yeah, you told me about that one, and I said, surprise me.
And this one, it was more just kind of like the results kind of posted, as opposed to actually telling me how they got the statistics. Are these people already in poverty and they're trying to escape it?
Right.
Or are they just, regular people that are trying to become adults that aren't in poverty?
So you don't know enough about the methodology to truly feel confident in the results.
Well, as a behavioral scientist,
Right.
I would say yes.
Okay.
It is questionable. I would need to see more to confirm these facts.
Right.
But we don't necessarily. This is real fake news
Facts.
here.
Right.
Real fake news.
We
on
don't
this.
need no facts.
We don't need your stinking facts. So 3 rules. If you do these things, you can be middle class.
Go.
At least.
Go ahead.
Well, what would you guess?
Work 40 hours a week?
Keep a full-time job. That's number 1.
I got nothing.
Well, a certain level of education.
Graduate from high school?
Graduate from high school or equivalent.
Or equivalent, get a GED.
Yep. And number 3.
Come on, bro.
What is the most expensive thing in your life?
What is my child?
Your child. So,
Don't have kids.
don't have kids until you're married or until you're 21. If you keep a full-time job,
Right.
if you graduate high school or equivalent, if
Right.
you wait to have kids until you're married or until you're 21, you can escape poverty.
Good.
These numbers, the people that followed all 3,
Go ahead.
75% of them were able to achieve middle class status, while only 2% of them stayed in poverty. Those who followed none of the rules,
Right.
that didn't keep a full-time job, didn't graduate high school, that didn't wait till they were married or 21 to have kids.
Right.
7% joined the middle class, 76% in poverty.
Dang. Well, I went the other route, I didn't have kids until I was older.
Sure.
didn't.
So, I mean, it's something to think
Middle
about.
class.
Like when you're talking to the young ones, like, hey, if you can avoid having a baby until like
Right.
after you're done with school,
Right.
until you're married, until you got a job that you can
Till you
support
got
the
a
baby.
Job.
If you can, get educated, get a job, have a kid after the fact, hello, and keep down a job, get some schooling, you'll be all right. Right?
Yep.
You okay there, Boo? You all right there, buddy?
I need to burp.
Give it a little go. I don't think anybody's watching. Are you, Deanna?
Time.
You got about 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
So, we've got a couple more stories to go through. You doing okay? Can you make it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. So the world, it's a new world disorder. I've been diagnosed with the new world disorder. So I got some crazy stories for you. Apparently, according to a report, several reports actually, China is keeping millions of Muslims in massive government internment camps or re-education centers.
Right. Those poor Uyghurs.
Yeah, Uyghurs is what they're called, Uyghur, and it's an effort to eradicate the Uyghurs' cultural and religious practices and instilling communist and propaganda cultural genocide. Where is that going on? Maybe in Europe, maybe in America, maybe all over the world. So, I don't know.
Religion.
Did you see the video of the little kids in like Philadelphia at the little? It was the education center of some kind for the Muslims, and basically they were singing about chopping people's heads off and little kids.
I didn't know
Philadelphia,
about
fun stuff.
Well,
So
chopping
things-
people's heads off?
yeah, well for Allah,
Oh, okay.
And let's see, did I write down about the story in Seattle, how they're basically forcing teachers to, basically during Ramadan or whatever, the Muslim
Holy month.
holy day,
Yeah.
you have to address them in Arabic. And like in the little holy thing and talk,
Okay.
do their religion stuff.
What's
Seattle.
I don't see any big deal if they're a majority of
Well, I mean, but then again, you
if
can't
they're
pray.
a majority, I know,
and
but
you can't
if
say
they're
God.
a majority
can't
of
say-
your school's population, then what the fuck?
I would doubt that they're
whatever.
the majority.
Oh,
Let's see. In Flint, Michigan, they got a bunch over there, apparently.
there went that. Bird.
There you go. You feel better now. They mismanaged a bunch of clean water funds. They've been trying to get their water right.
Right.
But they had all this money to do it, but they hired a firm with no experience, which was some of their people. That was just like a firm that they knew.
So
Apparently
they went to
overspent.
strip clubs. And
Well, they overspent on the wrong stuff. Like apparently, like they're supposed to get like a copper pipe, but it was like they got lead, and like they dug the wrong holes or the ditches, and it was just a mess.
quality.
It was messed up. Google apologizes for shutting down the Claremont Institute gala advertisement because the advertisement said something about defending America and defeating multiculturalism.
Okay.
So the censorship is real, y'all.
Oh,
And, actually, recently, who was this that was censored? Censored!
That,
Alex Jones. Facebook bans Alex Jones
Right.
and Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever.
right. And there's that Wilson Watson guy.
Even Louis Farrakhan. And they were all basically banned from Facebook for being dangerous. Donald Trump actually tweeted his support for Alex Jones and Milo.
Okay, so is Donald Trump being banned from Facebook because he's dangerous?
Well, he's the president of the United States, whether
Which
you like
makes
it or not.
him even more dangerous.
No doubt, right? Let's see, another California story. Their governor is trying to, this is a very interesting story. The governor is trying to make a law that companies must pay a person or the state for using their data. So basically, this could be a new job for humans, and like that, the more popular people it's going to monetize people's value in a sense. Like the more your
Paying
data
for your
is worth,
data?
paying for your data. So
What
these
kind of
companies, like these big
data?
tech companies that are selling your data to advertisers,
Right.
is essentially you're going to get a cut.
Okay.
Or the state will. That's what it
Or
says in
the
the text.
state will.
Either the
Okay.
person or the state will get some of the cut.
Right. My phone's going to start going in a Faraday pouch.
Yeah, it's cray cray. Let's see. So that's pretty wild. NASA warns that humans must prepare for a massive meteor strike.
Yep.
They have named it's like after some Greek god, the god of chaos, and it's supposed to hit in 10 years.
Okay, this is an Apophis. Is it?
Well, they say it's going to be pretty dang close. One of those.
Yeah.
And like they were talking about one that hit Russia,
Right.
like not too long ago, and
Right.
it like wiped out a couple towns.
Right. Blew all the windows out and all that stuff.
Remember the Make America Great kid with the hat that got in trouble like by talking to the Indian?
Okay.
That kid
yeah,
that the media was
kid.
talking about for a couple weeks and
Yeah.
slandering him and
I don't know about slandering.
Remember that guy?
but I remember the kid.
remember
Yeah.
that kid?
Yeah.
Nick Sandman. Basically, the 8-day smear job by NBC is now worth $275 million settlement
Okay, I don't understand. Say that again.
for slander. Basically, the smear job that NBC did on this kid, and he's suing all kind of other people that basically talk shit about him because he didn't
Okay.
do anything. He didn't say anything.
Okay.
All he did was have a hat and sit there and take all the trash that people were talking to him.
Okay.
So, needless to say, and all these news media outlets trashed him on the air without any proof, or without showing the entire video
Right,
for,
right.
basically a week. And so he's suing them for slander.
Okay.
And he's winning
He's winning.
$275 million.
Much more
from
winning
NBC.
than
Winning.
winning.
So, are gay people winning? Well, I don't know. Bud Light's doing a rainbow, gay, and LGBTQ plus is what you say now, I guess, because there's more.
Okay.
LGBTQ plus in May through June. So if you drink Bud Light, might have a rainbow Bud Light.
Oh, Jesus Christ. For real?
For realsies.
Man.
Let's see. And speaking of that, Converse launches a new LGBTQ plus shoe line that features a child drag queen.
Okay.
Uh-oh, are we off the air? Well,
It could happen.
maybe so. If
Maybe so, maybe not.
I think
If we're
this
still
one-
on the air,
was this one
then
right? No, it's probably not. But we might be streaming still. I think we're probably off of
Right.
the TV air,
yeah.
so we
But-
can probably stop that.
California streaming in such a winter's day.
We'll go ahead and stop that one too.
Yeah.
But it was a good show. If you're watching the stream or if you're watching the repeat of the stream,
And the P to
we're
the
glad
re-
to stream all over you.
Yeah. It's fun for us.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this was a golden stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mo,
Nay-day.
till the next time, brother.
Later, Tank.
Yeah.
Get away from me, you freak.
Turn on the stream so we don't stream for like 18 hours.